All right, guys, we are back. Welcome back, everybody. What an exciting prospect match here between those two teams. Gloom pulling up the upset here against Hawaiian Pizza. Serious match with some serious players, and we're going to jump right back into another one here. We got Contender coming up, Jellyfish from the Tyrants of the Sea versus Cheese Pizza from 50/50 Pizzeria. Number one, number two teams going head to head here on Sunday night. I'm joined once again by the wonderful MD and the ever awesome why am I blanking on your name? You just told me it. Ever awesome Russ producing in the background too. MD, what a wild match. Have you caught your breath? Are you ready to go back into it? How you feeling? MD, are you there? Did we lose MD? We might have lost MD just for a second here. We'll get him back in. I'm sure he's feeling great. 48 of you guys on stream do just want to shout out to that we've got slots filling up here, but we got openings still later on in the week. But coming up here Monday, we got special guest casters. We want to make sure you guys pop out. It's going to be a party. We got some excellent prospect matchups: Crusaders versus Piranhas, Merchants versus Turbulence. Going to be a great matchup for both of those teams. So Monday, and we got a challenger matchup too, Manticore versus Toucans as well. So Monday, special guest casters with a challenger and a prospect slot. And then going into Wednesday, we've only got one sign up on Wednesday right now. That's that Merchants Turbulence slot. Don't forget, match day 14, Wednesday slot at 11:30 is also open. And then next Sunday, 9 o'clock to 9:40, 9 o'clock and 9:45, our last regular season streams are open to the middle tiers. So do get those signed up if you guys want to do it. We got Wiz and Russ producing. They're going to be awesome. It's going to be a great time. I think MD's back, so I'm going to stop yapping. MD, wild first series, wild first set of games. Have you caught your breath yet? How are you feeling?
All right, can you actually hear me this time?
I
Are we
can
good?
actually hear you this time.
Okay. I don't know what happened. Apparently, my mic decided to just die. No, I've caught my breath. I'm feeling pretty good. But I'm sure I'm going to lose it again, given the fact that these are, like you said, the number one and the number two, and they're only split by 5 games. So this is going to have huge playoff implications if either team really takes the series.
Yeah, they're definitely fighting for seating preference here. Let's get into looking at those teams right now. Stats are a little bit out of date, so we'll go off of what the standings show. Jellyfish 39-9 on the series, and Cheese Pizza 34-14, not far behind at all. Solid set of players in their last five, though. This is where it comes into play. Jellyfish 16-4 in their last five. Cheese Pizza 15-5. So you're talking about a one-game differential in their last 5 games. Two teams fighting hard. They're really hot right now. Shot percentage way above average at 40% for both. These are practically identical teams. The one thing to note, though, Cheese Pizza, a little bit of a defensive slouch against Jellyfish here. 81 goals against versus the 51 from Jellyfish. That might become a contributing factor, but then at the same time, Cheese Pizza 117 saves to the 95 from Jellyfish. So who really knows here?
Yeah, and one thing to note as well is Tyrants do have a sub tonight, and someone that we're all familiar with in the media committee. We actually have BB Comedian stepping in for Tyrants, so we'll get to see him play tonight instead of Batman. Batman is unfortunately unable to make it in tonight, but they're gonna see exactly how this all plays out. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at the team stats that we currently have, the player stats that we currently have anyway. Starting out with Tyrants, and like we said, Batman is not playing tonight, but and I believe we're also missing one other player. I think the captain was saying they were missing two tonight, so not entirely sure which roster we are going to see. But even just looking at the stats right now, I mean, Jellyfish are looking pretty solid looking into this matchup.
Yeah, really not too much to say other than what we already talked about. Your boy Blue with a blistering 45% shot percentage. This is a guy that does not miss. He's going to be one to watch for sure. And then right behind him is Orphan with a 41%. Uh, both just two incredible players on this team looking to see what they can do. I don't know if we're going to see Dopey Killer tonight. If he might be the sub out, we're going to have to see who pops into the lobby. I see Dopey, I see Orphan, I see uh I don't see your boy Blue. So we might be missing your boy Blue, which could cause some trouble for Jellyfish here, but we'll have to see what happens.
Okay, so we have Dopey, Orphan, and BB Comedian is the sub for tonight. So he'll be filling in for, I believe it was Batman is who was being filled in for tonight. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at Cheese Pizza now and see what they're coming in with to this matchup with, and even over there on that side, you have Holy Tristan coming in with a blistering 47% shooting percentage, and that as well is just an insane amount of shots to be putting up.
Yeah, Holy Tristan 47%, Steph with a 35, and then Ark with a 40%. So again, and down the bottom here, Old Man with a 37. Nobody's missing on these teams. So it's gonna really
No,
again sort
very
of similar.
accurate.
Very accurate team, sort of similar to game series one here in the prospect here. It's going to come down to who blocks the most shots and who takes advantage of the counterattacks. And as we saw, whoever's going to be quicker on the hit there is going to take it away. Hawaiian Pizza a little bit slow out of the gate and fell to gloom because of it. We're going to have to see if Cheese Pizza follows suit or if maybe there's a switch up here.
All right, so knowing what we know of these teams and the fact that it's a 1 and a 2, and there's really nothing to speak of as far as like stat wise about who comes really truly comes out on top. What's your prediction going into this?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen too much of the contender play, but the top level has sort of leaked into prospect level play there too. Cheese Pizza looks to be a really strong team. I do think Jellyfish seems to be the more complete team right now, even with the sub. So I'll be ballsy and say we get the 3-1 from Jellyfish here.
Oh, okay. You're saying 3-1 Jellyfish. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of agree with you on the fact that Tyrants are definitely the more well-rounded team, more complete, like you said. Um, I know a little bit of how BB plays, and he is a solid player. I'm not sure exactly how he fits into this particular roster. So I think I'm seeing more of a tie this series personally. I think I'll play it safe and go with the 2-2. I think it could really go either way. Obviously, both teams would love to come away with a sweep because that would mean huge implications for them. Because the team in third from Cheese Pizza is only 3 games back from them. So
hmm
obviously, if it ends up going a 3-1, that is huge for playoff implications and for
Yeah, and
seeding.
and that seeding most important too. That 1, 2, and 3 seeds really have an impact on who you're going to play against. A 3 versus a 7 seed per se is a lot tougher than a 1 versus 9. So we'll have to see how that plays out. We are just about ready. Get your own predictions in the chat here, guys. Get those fake internet points. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. If I'm ready, if you're ready, MD, and I'm sure these teams are ready to get going.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's get the teams on the field here. Everybody's all ready to go. We have Jellyfish versus Cheese Pizza, 50-50 Pizzeria versus Tyrants of the Sea. We'll have to see if the blue side will be able to overtake the orange side once again, or if 50-50 Pizzeria will be able to maintain a little bit of dignity tonight. I mean, their team played hard, but that was just a tough way to go down in a 3-1.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And already early start here, Tyrants of the Sea looking to get something going. BB Comedian thrown into the corner, leaving it for Orphan. Orphan and Dopey are going to be looking for a setup here as it comes across the net. Solid defense from Cheese Pizza with all 3 players covering that goal line. And now looking for a counter attack. That ball's going to float mid, get missed by Dopey. It's going to bounce free again. Dopey has to play it out and wait for BB Comedian to take that 50 as that ball's going to bounce clear again.
That's a good pass over to the side. Everybody misses the ball here. Orphan pass possession. It's on the wall. Manages to get it by 1, but Tristan is already back. Sends it right downfield. It's off the ceiling. Could be a shot on net. He almost gets the angle, but unfortunately just gets a poor touch, and now it's going to go off to the side.
Ark's going to throw it down, looking for his teammate Tristan there. Doesn't quite get it. Tristan had no boost to make anything happen, which would have been an excellent goal. But Old Man Waterfall is coming up here to drop that in. Gets knocked clear. Almost got it, Old Man, on the shot. But it's going to leave it for Orphan now. Orphan picks up the 100, gets bumped because of it, and can't quite make a play off the boost there. Running the Skyline. Shout out Skyline players. It's going to leave that mid here for Dopey.
Oh yeah, I should have shouted out Cell for using the Venom because that's one of my favorite car bodies to use. I legitimately used the Venom car body for the longest time, all the way up into champ level gameplay. So it's nice to see other people playing it. Don't really see it too often.
A lot of back and forth here as we try and get something up. A lot of time in the air with that ball as Dopey comes looking for a pass here. He's going to drop it down to the corner and look for his teammates. Teammates aren't quite there to make it work. All three of the Jellyfish here on the orange side of the net have to fall back for the counterattack as ARK tries to throw it on net and gets knocked away by Dopey. Dopey's looking for a pass to his teammate, tries to throw it on net, gets knocked away again. A lot of just sort of opportunities, just a little bit of an awkwardness here too as both teams try and figure each other out. And what a shot, save, and corresponding clear by Jellyfish. That ball almost went in off a really awkward drop down play and it didn't quite go where it needed to go. Just under halfway through the game and nobody's really had a clear edge yet.
Yeah, it's been a lot of just back and forth play, a lot of just booming the ball around. Nobody really taking good possession of it. Tristan gets one touch, able to get it by a teammate, trying to get it over to ARK, but Orphan is already there, shot on target. Waterfall's already back. Here comes Dopey, trying to get it to the middle. Is anybody there? No, Orphan unable to get to the ball, but he does get the demo. Now Dopey has to rush all the way back. I believe we just have BB was playing a little bit safer, gets a pop and the save, able to get it by the diving player there from Cheese Pizza. And this game continues to be 0-0 as it's just a stalemate at the moment.
Yeah, definitely a stalemate here as both teams can't quite finish any of their counterattacks. But hold on, though, because holytrstn from midfield makes the best of an awkward situation with a pop-up from Orphan off the wall. Orphan was looking to throw to his teammate BB Comedian, didn't quite get it. Tristan there to cut it off and throw it into the net.
Yeah, Dopey was just upfield trying to get back to the ball, unable to reach it as Tristan finds a wide open net, put his team on top. Cheese Pizza strike first. Here comes ARK, already up, looking for the double tap, unable to get it, but here comes Tristan once again. It's going to go off to the side. ARK steals the boost, maybe going to pass this back to a teammate, but it only goes as far as BB, who gets it upfield. Two people commit now from the Jellyfish, but nothing really happens, so BB just kind of has to sit and wait now.
Yeah, and they're going to be sitting and waiting for an opportunity here as that ball goes to the corner. Old Man Waterfall throws it out, throws his teammate, but teammate gets met by I didn't see his name here, but gets 50'd in the corner here. Dopey looking for a pass here, gets sent wide. Orphan, sorry, had that 50 earlier. Orphan now looking for a pass from his teammate as Dopey just barely loses control of the ball. Ball's going to bounce mid. Sort of kept Cheese Pizza on defense here, and that breakaway doesn't materialize for Cheese Pizza as that ball goes right back to the orange side of the field off a demo. Dopey plays the 50 to the side. Cheese Pizza is going to be fighting here for another goal that they might get on the roll in here off the corner. Orphan's awkward, has to play the clear out, and Cheese Pizza wasn't able to come back to it, but watch out now. That just might go in. Orphan off the save on a slow roll that kind of catches everybody by surprise. This is an awkward one here. Unable to get past the third man back. ARK comes screaming in, trying to make the save, just doesn't have the boost for it. Ties it up with under a minute left. We might get OT off the first game.
I mean, if the last series is anything to go off of, this is just going to be... Man, are we just going to get two really tight series tonight? Because I think besides one game, almost every game, at least in the last series, was decided by a goal.
Yeah, it's going to be really tight. We're going to have to really see what happens here. Orphan going up, trying to make a play here on the corner, gets knocked down by Old Man. Old Man now has to play that corner again for his teammates. Awkward situation here. Could have been a goal, but gets blocked out on pressure from the goal line. Another 50 that rolls towards their net is just wide of it. And both teams kind of leaving their third a little exposed here. Had a lot of big plays that just because they got around each other, they were able to make work. Almost a goal opportunity here that gets knocked away by Tristan. That ball's going to float middle. They're going to choose to take overtime here and try and muscle their way into a victory as we hit first overtime of the series.
Dopey has full possession of the ball here, pops it up over one, over two. Trying to get it past to the middle, BB wasn't there. Looking for an opportunity, but gets dusted by Zoro, or by ARK. One of the two. ARK gets a demo. It's a shot on target. Tristan just has to put it in, puts it in, bottom right corner, and Cheese Pizza will take game number one.
Yeah, unfortunate for Orphan because he had an excellent touch there to block it away. Inadvertently set up the shot there. Had his other teammates been back, that would have been a great clear out. But Cheese Pizza is going to take this early game one lead here in overtime. A very quick overtime, but overtime nonetheless.
ARK is popping out. We're either getting a car switch or we're getting a sub. But yeah, so far that is Great, great games going on here. BB also dropping out. Not exactly sure what's going on there. We did have Steph jump in, so I believe Steph is another player for Cheese Pizza. Oh no, there's your boy Blue. So BB played his one game. Both so both Orphan and Dopey are here, and so is your boy Blue. So we have the full roster of Jellyfish. So we'll just have to wait and see exactly how this is going to play out now.
Yeah, we're gonna see if your boy Blue brings some new energy into the Jellyfish side of the field. Jellyfish is a little bit slow to get going here in game one. You can see that they just got outbeat by touches 41, 39, 17 against 39, 24, and 21. So we're gonna have to see what happens in game two here as we count down the last seconds in this timeout.
So looking at how how that first game went, I mean, obviously we have the full roster of Tyrants in here now. What adjustments do you think they're going to make to this cheese pizza team? Because I mean, it wasn't like they were playing bad. There were just maybe a couple of miscommunications here and there, but other than that, they were playing pretty solid.
Yeah, no, they definitely were. They've got to get those connections back together. They've got to get the team plays going. They've got to get either if you're first man and you get knocked down, you got to create pressure on the goal line so that you open up scoring opportunities for your team, or you gotta just have better connections to get a passing play going off backboard, sideboard, whatever. But we'll see what happens here as we jump into it. Your boy Blue, Orphan, and Dopey taking the field for Jellyfish here as we go into game two.
We have your boy Blue in the back here, pops it up over Steph immediately. Your boy Blue trying to get a 50. Both of his teammates end up committing to this ball now. Tristan has possession, 13 boosts in a dream, maybe looking for another shot, but unable to get it. Your boy Blue able to clear this ball away. Orphan is last one back. Here comes a shot. Blue has to turn to get to this ball. Dopey is able to bail his teammate out, but now the ball's once again back into their own half, and there seems to be a little bit of a miscommunication going on with Jellyfish at the moment, but finally they're able to get the ball into the corner.
Yeah, and a great 50 here by Orphan as that ball's going to bounce down. Leaves it for your boy Blue.
Good
or
bump.
Dopey gets the bump, and Dopey's going to get the net.
That's exactly what they were looking for. Tristan gets a poor touch. Orphan decides, you know what, let me just go after the goalie. Clears the net for his teammate, and Dopey will put it in the back of the net. Now, Jellyfish are going to be looking to build off of this momentum.
Yeah, definitely. As holytrstn takes to the corner now, going to be looking for a counterattack here from Cheese Pizza. Floats it around, gets lost in the air there as Dopey throws it wide. Pass play that rolls just a little bit slow into the net here. It gets blocked by Orphan. holytrstn keeping the pressure here, throwing some really heavy offense here. Doesn't quite make anything happen to it. Old Man Waterfall looking for a pass himself. Throws it wide down to the corner. That's going to bounce free, leaving holytrstn with an open net just for a moment. That doesn't quite go anywhere. Your boy Blue has to come in and clear that ball out. Ball's going to go mid. A lot of pressure here from Cheese Pizza. They're doing some great job just sort of rotating around each other. Open net from your boy Blue gets off the backboard, and that's going to go in off of Old Man. Your boy Blue unable to make the 50 from Tristan. Tristan throws it to the corner, and then Old Man Waterfall is there just to throw it right into the open net.
That was good pressure coming out from Cheese Pizza to get every single defender out of the net. Leave it wide open for your teammate. Waterfall will send it into the back of the net, get us all tied up. 3:35 to go. Ball just kind of floating now, unless somebody just disconnected. I'm unsure exactly what happened at that moment in time. It looks like Steph is still here, gets the demo on Orphan. Tristan's going to try to play with this ball to try to get it maybe to a teammate, but everybody on Cheese Pizza was in their own half. What happened there?
Yeah, they sort of just got reset there. I think Steph took a wide reset and then came back as third man, and the calm didn't happen or whatever, but it led to a very strong defensive front with all players in the net. Your boy Blue now looking to make a play here. Can't get it across the other one here. Steph throws it. Miss hit from Dopey, leaves that ball across net. Orphan there back as third man, able to take care of it. A little bit sort of slow now off that return goal. You got to see more pressure here from Jellyfish to try and get that goal going so that they can get another opportunity.
Oh, a great bump from Steph. Tristan putting a shot on target. It's going to bounce off the crossbar and out. I know Tristan wants that back. That looked like it was in, but crossbar decides not to play nice. Your boy Blue from Orphan. That is a great passing play between the two teammates there as Jellyfish will go back on top.
Yeah, Your Boy Blue making a statement here, coming in off that. Almost gets knocked clear by Steph, but doesn't quite get the angle for it. 2-1 now, Jellyfish with just over half the game left.
2:37 remaining. Your Boy Blue, good cheat up on the kickoff. Picks up the boost, still has the ball, trying to pass it to a teammate. Here comes Orphan. Orphan puts it into the back of the net, and Jellyfish are trying to take over this game.
Yeah, here's that offense we were talking about. Your Boy Blue making a beautiful play here to throw it down. Gets the 50 on the net, and Orphan just a little bit bigger on the goal line, throws it in.
Now we have 2.5 minutes remaining, half the game remaining. Every single goal has been assisted, by the way. Orphan has 2 assists already. Your Boy Blue with an assist now. Just waiting on Dopey to pick up an assist, but everybody getting involved with the scoring right now, and that's something that you absolutely love to see.
Yeah, Jellyfish are playing a really tight game. They've definitely tightened up in the last half of this game here, as we might see another goal come through. Steph's going to carry it away, though. Demo out Dopey Killer. That's one way to respond to a team that's sort of beaten you, is just take them out of the play entirely. Ball's going to bounce to the corner. Dopey going to take it up, leaves it for Steph. Steph throws it wide. Gets shot up. Your Boy Blue going to be looking for a score now. Sees an opportunity. Old Man Waterfall left in the net here. Has to bang it out. Dopey following it right back up. And you wish that third man was a little bit closer up here to come back in and make that play. Orphan's going to be looking to try and make something set up here. Going for a pass. Like, goes for a shot. Old Man Waterfall knocks it clear. holytrstn gets it over. You got a minute 30 left here, and Cheese Pizza has got to find a way to respond to this 2-goal deficit.
Once again, a theme I'm noticing with these 50-50 teams is Orphan trying to get back to the ball. Old Man Waterfall is going to put another one into the back of the net. But something I was about to say, going back on my last thought, is something I'm noticing with these 50-50 teams. They use a lot of boost. It just seems like there's always at least 1 or 2 people without boost. And you would think, like, with that being said, you know, they would be a lot further down than they actually are. You wouldn't think these games would be as close. But they're playing phenomenally on defense with low boost to keep these games as close as they are.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if they had a little more boost, if they had a little bit more stronger touches on defense, if they might have this score switched. As that ball's going to float mid here. Steph's going up here trying to make a play. Gets it over 1, gets it over 2, gets it over 3. No, Your Boy Blue is there to make the save. Gets it knocked away. And Tristan goes to respond, though. Tries to get the knock in. There it is from Steph. Oh, he wanted that goal, and he was going to make sure he got it here as Tristan throws it to the sidewall, throws it wide and floats it over, and nobody was looking Steph's direction as he comes coming back in for the goal there.
That is incredible stuff coming out from that team. I mean, yeah, that is just fantastic. Now Cheese Pizza are all tied up, despite their lack of boost. They seem to have heard what I was saying. They just all started picking up boost all of a sudden right after I said something.
Well,
and
I was just going to say, what a bump across the net. They sent that guy over to the other field, but they got back in time. Couldn't make anything happen. Shot now from Old Man Waterfall. Caught third man sleeping a little too far forward. Grabs the ball, throws it up the wall, and gets the touch off the wall to throw it in. 30 seconds left. Jellyfish are down. Are they going to come back, or are we going to see just a non-overtime game for once?
We might see a non-overtime game at this one point, but now, I mean, Cheese Pizza have absolutely flipped this game on its head, and Old Man is putting the team on his back at the moment. Old Man trying to get the ball clear, gets a pinch off the wall to Tristan. Tristan unable to win the 50 cleanly, but Old Man immediately another touch. There goes Tristan once again. Orphan gets a touch downfield. They just need to get this ball into the back of the net. Can they do it? No, Tristan shuts it down. Dopey has to get a touch. It's going to fall down. Steph actually keeps the ball up. Now finally falls to the ground. Cheese Pizza will take game number 2 off of the back of Old Man Waterfall.
Yeah, Old Man Waterfall stepping up for sure. 75% shot percentage from Old Man Waterfall. And just was able to make those shots count as he scored the majority of the points for Cheese Pizza. Steph getting the one finalizer there at the end for it. As they bounce out, looks like we might have a card change or just a reset for them. But excellent play by Cheese Pizza to respond off of 5 less touches and 8 less bumps. So they were definitely playing on the back foot against Jellyfish there for the majority of the match. They found a way to finish in the end of it to bring the series back into a 1-1 series.
There's something I'm noticing now. So Ark is back in. So both of these 50-50 teams just rotate their rosters.
Mhm.
Now, while that is good in some regards because it means every single one of your rosters work to the point that where you can rotate your rosters this deep into the season. But at the same exact time, it could also ruin your momentum because I mean you take out Old Man Waterfall, who was absolutely hot in this last game, to replace him with Ark. I'm not sure that is necessarily wise. Like maybe you replace him with somebody else rather than replacing Waterfall.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, like, if 2-2 is the minimum for this team right now, then okay, fine, you got your 2 wins, you can afford to play your roster a little bit. But Jellyfish is not a no slouch of a team, as they almost get a goal here off a mistouch. And also, I misspoke earlier. I'm sorry, Cheese Pizza 2-0 on the series right now. What I thought was a 1-1 was mistaken, so apologies for that. But like you said, 2-0 on the series right now, going to be looking to get their players some more play time. You wonder what they're going to do come playoffs.
And immediately we have Orphan going on the board here off of that great pass from Dopey. Ark just was not ready for that touch. Jellyfish will go on top again. I mean, we have seen Jellyfish play very strongly with this roster now, but it almost makes you wonder. I mean, like I said, with Cheese Pizza just rotating through their roster, if this is going to be more of a detriment for them, as Jellyfish are just going to keep getting hotter and hotter as they play the same lineup.
Well, and I think Jellyfish has scored first or had the lead multiple times in these games, and unfortunately have not been able to finish. And I think that's the challenge for Jellyfish right now, is they've got to find a way to finish. They got to find a way to finish this series to make sure that they hold on to those leads, they get those scoring opportunities. As Your Boy Blue goes up, gets met by Steph here, and now leaves Dopey last back here. Tries to pass back up to Your Boy, goes for a pop, doesn't quite work out, but there's Orphan coming in with a slap shot from midfield. It's going to bounce away. Your Boy Blue looking to return it, and Orphan comes right back in again. Let's talk about blenders here, as they've put Cheese Pizza in the blender, not the usual way you eat pizza, but they've put it down into the side here. Dopey now gets an opportunity to throw that counterattack right back. They almost broke out of that blender, and they just sort of got thrown right back into it. Orphan now looking to play third man here on defense, has to go wide on it. Your Boy Blue with a knee. Oh my gosh. What a 50, standing on business in the corner, and Orphan was there to throw it right back out. Solid defensive play here from Jellyfish to keep that 1-0 lead.
Both Orphan and Blue got credited with a save there, so they both got a touch to keep that ball out. That is impressive how they're in the same spot at the same time, both getting a save. Steph gets a bump on the defender, but unable to reach back to the ball. Did manage to steal the boost. Going to try to pop this over the defense now. Steph, one more touch, unable to get it. Here comes Tristan. Misses the touch. Dobie's going to pass this up to Blue. Blue over to the corner, unable to find the angle. Steph is the last one back, picks up the boost. He's going to try to send this back downfield, but unable to get it very far.
Yeah, that ball's going to float right to the corner. Unfortunate for Your Boy Blue, lands awkwardly, has no boost, has to bail out of the play here. Leave it for Ark and Steph. Steph looking for a sort of surprise shot as everybody was watching Ark. Tristan gets sent back to their side of the field, can't quite make a play off it. Leaves Your Boy Blue to try and play a 50. What a dunk 50 by Your Boy Blue. Is he going to chase it down in time? No, Tristan's able to make it back in time and get the save. And that's going to float now, and now Tristan's looking to counterattack here with a crazy little rooftop touch off the ground there. Doesn't quite fake out Orphan here. Orphan throws it to the corner, reads the awkward touch here from Steph, throws it back mid. Your Boy Blue has to go and catch it now. He's going to be looking to try and respond here as that ball's going to float up. A little bit of a mistouch here as both teams whiff it on the touch, leaving Orphan to play the 50 against Tristan. Your Boy Blue pops it over one, looking to pop it over two, gets beat by Ark. That's going to get thrown back down to Dopey. Dopey's going to throw it back to Ark, and it's just going to go back and forth in the midfield here. It seems like neither team wants to try and make a play right now. It's just a little bit awkward on rotations. Can't quite get boost going as Cheese Pizza looks to try and make a counterattack.
I like the thought process Ark had there, but unfortunately Tristan was just looking at the boost and trying to get out. I think Ark was trying to get that ball to Tristan because he saw him there in the corner, but Tristan must not have had a lot of confidence in their ability to get a follow-up touch here. And now we just see Jellyfish slowing the play down, forcing Cheese Pizza to use all their boost to come to them, and also looking for demos at the same time. Here comes a shot from Blue as Dopey just swept through the back of the net.
Yeah, Dopey blitzed through that 50 too, and an awkward misread here by Cheese Pizza doesn't let them save that ball, and yourboiblue just knocks it into an open net.
Now we have Jellyfish with a 2-goal lead. They have to maintain this now if they want to at least stay in this series. They're down in the series right now 2-0, but they are up in this game 2-0. So maybe make it 3. Almost as there it is. There's the third goal. Orphan wanted me to shut up.
Fake outs left and right here from Jellyfish as yourboiblue plays an excellent 50 to knock it back in, and Orphan just took advantage of the pressure. And that's sort of what we've seen this match is, I hate to say it, but like Jellyfish has just sort of had free reign of the field right now. They have not really had to respond to any kind of pressure from Cheese Pizza.
Yeah, Jellyfish have had so much space on the ball. It doesn't seem like Cheese Pizza are willing to challenge them, and that's not how you win games at all. And like they're getting shots on target, but with the shots they're getting on target, it's like one shot towards the net, and then there's no follow up.
Yes,
you have to be able to maintain some type of pressure here.
Well, it's sort of what you were saying about Hawaiian Pizza in the prospect match too. That just seemed like there was a lot of like quick hit 1-2 plays and then no follow up, and that might cost them. Crossbar hit from your Orphan, from Orphan that doesn't quite go where it needs to. I think he wants that one back for sure, and it was a beautiful hit, just hit crossbar and didn't go anywhere.
I think you're gonna make that man change his name. He's gonna be Your Orphan now instead of Orphan.
Yourboiblue, Your Orphan, Your Dopey Killer. Just
maybe we'll see that in the playoffs as this game winds down. Blue's gonna drop this to the ground. Jellyfish get on the board. We'll take a game. We're now looking at a potential 2-2 or a 3-1 here, and once again we're kind of back at that point where like. I forget. Did you predict Cheese Pizza 3-1 or did you predict Jellyfish 3-1?
I think I predicted I think I predicted Jellyfish 3-1.
Okay, so there's only
here.
there's only a 3-1 in one of the other directions. So.
So I think I've lost my prediction. I usually lose my predictions anyway. But you know what though? I do think if I'm gonna make another prediction mid game here, I think Jellyfish pulls out this last win here. They've got momentum going. The 2 games that Cheese Pizza won were really close games, and I don't see Cheese Pizza making the correction that they need to get that offensive pressure back. But maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to see what happens here as we count down the clock to go into the final game.
And we do have Old Man Waterfall back into the lobby, so maybe Old Man will be the one to put Cheese Pizza back on top, get the 3-1 that they were looking for, and claw back some of that deficit that they just fell into. Now we do have all the teams back on the field. Last game, are we going to see another potential overtime as we get the match countdown started? 3, 2, 1, fresh kickoff. Let's see how this ends up.
Almost a kickoff goal off the side there as they go back for another shot. Yourboiblue coming in, looking to throw it to the corner. Old Man Waterfall, right place. Open net here from the Jellyfish, but nobody's able to get to it in time. Ark with a beautiful passing play off the ceiling. There's Steph able to throw it in and finish it. Let's talk about this passing play, though, because what a touch off the ceiling in Contender to throw it down for Steph to throw it in.
That was a great touch to come off the corner there because it's kind of tough to really get that to bounce the way you want it, but to be able to get it to a teammate, especially right on Steph's nose like that, that was a great pass coming out from ARK. Cheese Pizza will put themselves on top here, and they just have to maintain this offensive pressure that they know that they can, but I don't know. Again, they rotate rosters so much. It worries me a little bit, but it seems to be working at the moment.
Well, and if I'm looking at these 2 teams, I think these are the 2 rosters that you play if you're trying to get wins. Yourboiblue, Orphan, and Dopey all have been playing really well together. They showed some incredible synergy in this last game before this one. But then, that being said, Steph has ultimately stepped up. He gets a beautiful save there. ARK has been making plays as well. And then Old Man Waterfall was definitely missed last game, so we'll see if they can come back and do something with it. But with these 2 rosters, I think we're going to see a slugfest like we were talking about.
Ball ended up in the midfield here. It's going to be another shot on target from Steph. It goes crossbar down, and Cheese Pizza will take the 2-0 lead. And this is the biggest lead that they've at least had all series long.
Yeah, definitely. Your boy Blue with an awkward touch in the corner that doesn't quite work out for them. That goes across their net, and Steph just took advantage of it. 2-0 with a minute 14 underway here. Although it might not have another kickoff goal, Your Boy Blue knocks it clear. Didn't quite get the power that they needed from Old Man Waterfall there. Old Man Waterfall going to be looking for a touch here. Throws things into a little bit of confusion off a mistouch, but they recover. Gets a 50 midfield. Dopey throws that back. Bounces down again. Looking for a shot here is going to be ARK trying to set something up. He's going to be looking for a pass now in the corners. He tries to get it past the last defender, but Your Boy Blue is patient and just waits. Old Man Waterfall comes up out of third and has to immediately fall back. That ball's rolling towards their neck. Someone's got to save it. Doesn't quite get the pinch out that they want, but ARK gets time to pick up the boost, and that ball is going to float right back.
Already back into the orange half. Your Boy Blue looking for a pass in the middle, unable to get the touch. Waterfall was already there and clears the ball all the way downfield. Dopey trying to get the ball clear. Waterfall again just in the right place at the right time. Orphan and Dopey both up. Dopey puts a shot on target. Steph is going to be able to clear this easily. Great 50 from ARK. Just has to chase this ball down now. Can they get the angle? No, they're going to drop it for a pass. Here comes Steph and Orphan. Both Waterfall and... Oh my goodness.
What a play.
It's hard to tell who's going to shoot that.
Dude, ARK quickly becoming maybe my MVP pick. Look at that bump on the defender to clear that airspace for Waterfall after a beautiful sidewall pass too that he was so patient on. ARK is standing out to me right now with just some beautiful support plays.
Yeah, ARK is playing a fantastic game 4 here. And I just want to point something out right now. I'm looking at the scoreboard, and none of Jellyfish currently are over 100 points. Like, they've been absolutely shut down. We are over half the game in. Cheese Pizza already has 2 players over 300 points. And finally, Your Boy Blue is going to be the first to crack 100 points on the Jellyfish side.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cheese Pizza has just shown up here with some true aggression in that early or late game late series game here in game 4. Old Man Waterfall is going to be looking to throw that down for Steph here. Steph's going to try and make a solo play here. Gets met 50. Wins the 50, though, to send it across the net. And the ball comes right back to him. It's going to float down. Your Boy Blue has to make the play there as that ball comes mid again off a touch by ARK. ARK doesn't have a teammate there to throw it into the net, so Jellyfish are going to get an opportunity here with the ball as that ball floats down mid. Orphan's going to turn here. Orphan's now playing against the net here as he tries to make a play. Gets it off the sidewall, but it gets read by Old Man Waterfall. Old Man Waterfall, excellent patience there in the corner. Tries to throw it into the corner again, and Jellyfish, as soon as their counterattack materialized, it kind of fizzled out. They're immediately on the defense side again. What a touch by ARK! Please. Almost into the net. Gets shot to the sidewall, and that ball's going to sort of float now. Cheese Pizza has to try and reset here, try and make an opportunity. What a touch. Dangerous. What a shot. Old Man Waterfall just had to wait for it to come to him. Awkward touch here by Dopey. That's going to go straight up and down just a little bit too fast on the takeoff. Leaves it for Old Man Waterfall in the corner.
Man, Waterfall comes back into this game and is already once again being an impact player. Both Steph and Old Man Waterfall have all of the scoring at the moment. Only 1 goal not assisted on the Cheese Pizza side. And Jellyfish are just left wondering what possibly went wrong because, I mean, again, it's not like they're playing bad. Just Cheese Pizza are on another level right now. Old Man Waterfall gets the beat. Will get a hat trick off of the assist from Steph.
Yeah, kind of crazy right now. 47 seconds left. Jellyfish, you know, it's rare. You're gonna have to make some quick plays to try and even come back into this game, but we might just be seeing Cheese Pizza put the toppings on, so to speak, as they finish off this game 4.
5 goals in 1 game. I mean, compared to all the other games decided by a goal or 2, this has just been the most dominant game that we have seen from either series. Cheese Pizza on a completely another level right now. Steph currently has the cycle. ARK trying to put himself on the board here, and he's had a couple of assists and he had shots on target. Hasn't been able to find the back of the net yet, but ARK has just been playing again like absolutely phenomenally, as you said, just getting great 50s.
Yeah, well, and the score doesn't quite reflect it either. Arc at the bottom of the scoreboard right now, but I feel like it's his positioning and his play as Cheese Pizza takes the win here. I feel like it's his positioning and playing that has sort of helped Cheese Pizza stay in the game early in these series, but then also just run away with it here in game 4. 5-0. Cheese Pizza with a dominant game 4 win to put a bow on this, to close the pizza box, so to speak, and ship it out for delivery, as Jellyfish are going to be walking away with a 1-3 off of this. My MVP pick, as I've been saying, I think is going to go to AZoroARK here. I think he played a really understated support role that helped just really solidify Cheese Pizza's defense and help keep offensive pressure in these games.
Honestly, I think I'd have to agree with you. While Ark didn't have the stats to show the impact that he was making, the intangibles, as I've heard people call them, just getting good touches, getting good 50s, go a long way, and also just being in the right position to just keep pressure on, get assists, and even just get bumps. It's very nice things to do, and you love having that solid third man around you.
Yeah, and we're going to get an opportunity to hear from the MVP himself here, AZoroARK, sitting in the interview waiting room. Before we jump into interviews, guys, do just want to repeat Monday, tomorrow, 10:50, 11:30, Challenger and Prospect matchups with guest streamers. We got some really exciting people lined up. It's going to be fun. I want to see all of you guys in here. I'll be in here on the chat side interacting with you all. But Challenger, Manticore versus Toucans, Crusaders versus Piranhas for the Prospect matchup. And then next Wednesday, 3/11, match day 14, we've got a 10:50 slot with Merchants and Turbulence. Merchants have been on a tear recently, climbing up in the ranks in Prospect. Going to see if they can hold out to get some good seeding here in playoffs against Turbulence. And then that 11:30 slot on Wednesday, still open, guys. So please go ahead and sign up for that. Match day 15 and 16, 9 o'clock, 9:45. Next Sunday, also open as well. Before we get into our playoff stretch, we got some excellent streams signed up for playoffs as well. So really looking forward to seeing everybody finish out this season 25 of RSC. It's been a pleasure casting and playing with you all this season. But before we jump into, or with that, let's jump into the interview. Let's get AZoroARK in here. Ark, my man, how you doing? Congratulations. How are you guys feeling after that 3-1?
Feeling pretty good, honestly. We just won the number 1 team, a contender.
Yeah, no, you guys were neck and neck there for a little bit. Jellyfish, no slouch either. Definitely put up a really strong fight. How are you guys feeling? I think it was game 3. Was it game 3 or game 1, MD, that Jellyfish took that?
I believe Jellyfish took game 1.
So Jellyfish came out really strong early on. What was your mental there, Ark? You and your team, you guys were rotating through rosters. Did you guys notice anything that sort of stood out in game 1 for you guys, or what are you feeling?
We felt like we just had to lock in against them, and then we just locked in.
Man,
All right,
you
just locked in.
Bro said we just locked in, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Ark, you guys have been rotating through your roster all season. What's the mindset behind that? Are you just trying to get everybody playtime, or you guys feel like you have a really solid team, or because we noticed that with Hawaiian Pizza as well, both teams were rotating through their roster with all 4 people.
We have like 4 really good players, and they would kind of be as a service for just one person to sit. So rotating through is just the easiest way to not have that happen.
Well, can't say I complain about that. Ark, I had to actually no, it was game 3 that they lost. That's right, because game 3 I noticed you guys, like you said, you guys rotate between all 4 of your players. Game 2, after game 2 you take out Old Man Waterfall, who was definitely on a hot streak, and then you lose that game 3. Was that always the planned roster swap, or do you guys just kind of wing it depending on the match night?
There's sometimes a wing it, but we wanted to get every lineup against these guys to see which one worked best.
Yeah, we may have seen a early playoff finals or semifinals match here tonight with these 2 teams. You guys are definitely both excellent teams in their own right. We were talking a lot about just sort of play styles in general. Ark, we noticed game 4 you really stood out with that support role. What do you think your role in the team is? Is it more of that second man support? Do you guys have dedicated shooters on your team, or how do you guys split each other up?
I mean, everyone on the team is able to shoot the ball well. We're shooting, I think, around 38, 39% as a team. But sometimes I'll just have to sit back as a support and support the guys who are doing really well that night.
MD, you got anything else? You gonna let our guy go?
No,
Let him
I think we
enjoy
just
his
let.
win?
I think we just. I think we could let our guy go. He also sounds a little bit tired. I mean, it is getting towards 11 o'clock.
It is a late night Sunday night match. Ark, hey, congratulations again. Congrats on the 3-1.
Thank you.
Anybody you want to shout out before we let you go?
50-50 is the best franchise.
All right, you heard it here then. Awesome, Ark. Hey, congrats again. Thanks for putting on a show tonight. We all really enjoyed watching, reacting to you all. So
Of course. Thank you for having
congratulations.
me.
And with that, guys, that's going to wrap up our Sunday stream. Like I said, we got a lot of really exciting matches coming up on the end of the season here as we finish RSC. Shout out to everybody who stuck around, 36 of you guys in the chat. We want to pump those numbers way up coming in here, especially as we get into playoffs. 529 followers. Share this page with your friends. Get them watching too. Let's get some more people playing Rocket League. But with that, we're going to let you guys get a good start to your week. Get some good sleep tonight. We'll see you guys right back here tomorrow.